Hello there everybody, this is Shago. Actually, I'm just doing post commentary for this one because I accidentally replaced the commentary for this one for part 2's commentary. So we're in the Castle of Redaction now. It's full of tricky traps like this first one, which you kind of have to rush over and jump over the pink block there because that's one of the skull blocks. And while you touch that, then the Reaper comes and tries to kill you. Meaning you have to kind of get to the next screen as soon as possible to despawn it. And the next room, the TA room, you just break up in the air like I just did, and you should be able to get through that. And this next room, also simple, just bash the block under the frog, then bash the frog, and then carefully jump over here, otherwise you're going to get spiked. And, well, in this room, there's actually a unique thing here, which is that knight there. And talking to him will actually knit you one of the collectibles. I think that's actually the only collectible I actually got properly in when I originally played this particular version of the game myself. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. But that's Eagle's hammer. I don't know why Eagle has a hammer, but there it is. Over there's an extra life if you still want it, but it's not really worth it when you have infinite lives. So all we need to do is to go down here, make sure you jump near the bottom, otherwise you'll fall on the spikes. And then fall downwards. From here, do not burst any of these blocks here. If you do, you're going to have to waste your cane of flight. And for me, with the way I want to do something later, I kind of want to be doing, well, using the cane of flight elsewhere rather than here, and well, I'll explain why shortly. This next room is actually pretty easy. You can just sink down there and we'll carry on forwards. And this way we're actually heading towards the dungeon. I know where it is since obviously I've played this game before. But I believe one of the knights that you actually do get to talk to around here, I think there's like 3 knights here, one of them actually tells you pretty much that you need to go up in order to go find the dungeon where your brother's being held. So here would be, this particular room would be nice to have the power bracelet. Unfortunately I don't have one. So I kind of have to do, well, basically just fall down and try and break those blocks in the middle there that I'm trying to break, which I've managed to successfully do, and break on through to the side. If you go down the bottom, there's actually nothing there, but there's 2 pink skull blocks there, so it's kind of like not even worth it. And there's like 2 prize blocks worth of money, but like I said, I think if you collect enough money through this game, you actually do get like enough. So actually dealing with any money issues anyway. I think we are actually pretty much fine at this. So here's the prison where an eagle is. I don't know exactly how you do this one, but I think it kind of brute forced it here. I kind of punched the fish block and then the wave block. I don't know what the combination is here in order to do this. I think even in the original I just felled around until the cutscene started. Like punching the fish block and then standing on the other blocks until like you got freed. You can in fact just leave Eagle there in his block prison. He's still technically there, but you never know. It might just very well be like 3D playing in a 2D environment sort of thing. And that you can actually probably get around those blocks. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, we don't need to be here anymore. You could use the ring here to break those blocks easy. And, well, I'll be honest, I probably should have killed that bat as well because I need to tap jump. But since you get mercy invincibility from dying, then I don't really need to. I can't remember what is up from here. I think it's the same room as the room with the extra life in earlier, so there's not really that much point to going in there. So basically Eagle told you to go grab the, I think in the original it tells you to go grab the letter he hid. I don't think he actually says that in this one. And we're going to go back for it. So remember when I said don't bash certain blocks in a certain room? Well, we're actually going to go back to that room right now. And you can see that letter has spawned there. You absolutely need this letter in order to beat the game in both versions of the game. If you don't rescue Eagle and get that letter, if you carry on, complete this level, carry on to another part of the game, you basically just padlock yourself and you just can't actually beat the game. So yeah, you do need to deal with that. I believe this knight here is actually the one that tells you where the dungeon is. So it's at the top of the castle. So yeah, if you go this way, you're like, you need to go to the dungeon. It's basically just hinting you where you need to go. So I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was pretty much. I don't know why I went here. I think I was curious as to what was here, and as it turns out, it's actually another psychic ball. So if you missed the one that you could get in Manche, which is easy to get, by the way, because you don't actually have to do any. You don't actually have to do any crouching shenanigans like I do. And basically, you basically to get that you can run at a 1 tile block, and if you press down at the right time, you can actually slide under 1 tile blocks. You can actually also do that in the original game as well. It's not necessarily needed, but it's there. There is also in the options menu an option to turn on like better controls for Alex, but it actually disables his ability to. It actually essentially disables his momentum, meaning you can't do any of the slide tricks, which means you're basically essentially missing the psychic ball there if you miss the one in Mount Cave, because it's impossible to get to. So yeah, that option there, the rework controls option there. You turn that on, you get better control of Alex. It's just that in exchange you are like unable to slide, like do the slide thing, which makes things inaccessible. So here, I don't know what I was planning here, thinking I could get through it, but there's blocks there. What you need to do is to actually be careful. Is to use the bracelet ideally. Break those blocks. Well, break all the blocks. I didn't really want to break that one in the front there because I kind of need that one to get over to the other side. And then here, we're actually pretty much at the end of the level here. This guy tells you there's somebody upstairs, we don't know where it is, and he doesn't really want to go up there, but you know what, that's fine by me. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go up there either. So we go up here and look who it is, but it's Stonehead again. And once again, just like he did before, he'll challenge you to a best 2 out of 3 for all the Jankens, or the Rochambeaus, or the rock paper scissors, or whatever it is you call that game. I believe his pattern is the same. I think he's going to go paper, and I think it goes paper and then scissors, or he goes else he have to do paper twice. Yeah, it's paper twice. He just decides he's just going to go all Paul Predictable Rock, pretty much like his face. The thing I noticed with this game is that right before the music stops, like a few seconds before the music stops, they'll actually stick to one particular thing here. So this time he doesn't smite himself, he actually gives you a boss fight, which is pretty simple really. You have the bracelet, you can just attack him from range and don't have to do anything. Otherwise you can just get up into his face, mash the attack button, and don't need to worry about his attacks. He'll throw blocks at you. They're the same as the blocks that you've seen earlier. The blue ones you can actually punch and destroy, the red ones you cannot. So there's actually a little bit of counterplay in his attacks. But anyway, I'm actually using the rice ball, the jam donut, the onigiri, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, we're in the city of Radaxian. There's actually nothing useful here. You can either get the Capsule A, the Capsule B, or an extra life. I already have all of those, and well, like I said, we don't really have a need for extra lives at this point in the game. Despite that, I'm just gonna die a lot. Not going to lie here. This level's actually a lot longer in this version of the game than it was originally, because I think there was just the shop and then this little bit with the chevron shaped blocks that you have to break in order to get to the end, and then you get to the end where we face another boss. Spoilers, spoiler alert, we're going to be facing another boss soon. But you can actually get another one of the collectibles here. It's actually in the topmost block of this particular chevron here, which means we're going to have to do a little bit of evasive maneuvers in terms of these fireballs and, well, a couple of these enemies as well. You can actually do the little slide trick I mentioned earlier. By the way, there's the collectible. I'm just going to go grab that in a minute. You can actually use the slide trick to get those monies in the bottom of the screen that you can see there. Again, if you've got the improved controls, you can actually get those. But I'm not going to get them. I'll just get those because I can. But like I said, I think we're pretty much sorted as far as things go. I tried to run from the Reaper there and fail miserably. Probably should have got, in hindsight, probably should have gotten the block there to get the extra life to cycle through. Died again and then got myself another power bracelet thinking about it now, because it's going to be a while until I see the next question block that I can attack and grab an item from. But yeah, you can tell that, well, especially I can tell that round here is very unfamiliar to me, because I keep dying. Because I was kind of expecting, like, after the second chevron, like, oh hey, the boss is around. It kind of also doesn't help when I do stupid things like jump right into the face of a scorpion. But anyway, all we need to do now is just watch out for these fire guys. Could be a good idea to use the magic powder here, but you don't actually necessarily really need to. But it would probably help you, like, get through this particular section without, like, struggling like I am. But yeah, I still get through it. No trouble at all. And right here is the end of the level, where we fight Scissors Head for the second time. He's pretty much angry that we've actually kicked him out of his volcano, or rather, probably more likely Janken's kicked him out of his volcano, because we kicked him because we beat him at Janken a couple of times. Still have to do 2 out of 3 here. I think similar to Stonehead, he's going to favour Scissors here. But he's a little bit smarter than Stonehead. He doesn't really have rocks for brains. He actually will predict the fact that you might just stick rock for scissors, and then doesn't anyway. So yeah, even Scissors Head has, like, rocks for brains. And speaking of rocks for brains, he attacks differently as well. He basically kills you by dropping meteors on the floor, and eventually, once he drops a bunch of meteors on the floor, he will throw his boomerang at you. And the nice thing about this game is that if you do die on these particular fights, it actually starts you off on the fight on the actual combat phase itself, rather than having to play Janken a second time. And for me, I'm kind of getting a little bit nervy when it comes to, like, any meteors that are going near Scissors Head, because chances are it's probably going to land straight in my head. But anyway, he throws his boomerang at you and he teleports to the side and does the same thing again. You can actually get him if you. I'm going to end up doing it. I think it's this particular time. But you can actually just get him in one phase if you mash the attack, if you actually get up to him quick enough, and then just absolutely hammer the attack button. I think I was trying to show it off there, and then I got a boomerang to the face. So that didn't help. I think it's probably this one where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to mash the attack button and see how far I get. And yeah, you can actually just kill him without much effort. Might be easy with the power bracelet since, you know, you can attack him from range, but there you go. Anyway, next level, Toxic Manche. This is a straight up new level. This wasn't in the original game, I believe. I think you go. I think after this, after the town of Radaxian, you go straight to. I believe you go straight to a swamp area. I believe. Well, I mean, this is technically a swamp area, but I mean it's a swamp area where you got to use the petticopter to get yourself flying around. So, but that's actually the next level. There is, I believe there is, in fact, well, I'm just going to switch over to, well, I decided to switch over to 8-bit mode here just to see what, so you can see what, like, all the new graphics are, well, old graphics are for this particular level. But yeah, I'd cycle through the 1-up here in the last level. And I probably would have gotten the power bracelet here. I mean, to be honest, the other question block was actually near a death pit. So I could have just got that, got the extra life, died in the pit, and then got the power bracelet from there. But yeah, I don't think, memory serves, even by the end of this video, I don't think I've gotten another power bracelet. And I think the next one is in Ringo Lowlands, which we're not actually, well, we're not really there yet. Oh yeah, this level's pretty much simple platforming. Avoid the fish that jump. Kind of didn't do that though, thinking it would probably jump over my head and it just raise my head and kill me. So, and that's with the better hitboxes on as well. So yeah, if we didn't have the better hitboxes, then that probably would have killed me a lot earlier. And doing the jump like that probably would have also killed me. Because, you know, janky hitboxes. There's also the rock guys here from Manche who look like cabbages. Yeah, but I think there's like only one or two. I think that's the last time we even seen them as well. Oh yeah, eventually with the platforming we get our little donut. And I believe, yeah, this is the swamp. I'm kind of glad I have the old sprites on for this one because it's a petticopter level. And I don't know, I think, for me, I think dealing with the petticopter in the updated graphics is kind of what caused like a bunch of fails to happen the last time I had the petticopter when we used it last. Also, with this level, you basically kind of need to keep the petticopter. You need to be careful with how you get around, because you can crash into the swamp and die. You can hit the vine/tentacle things and die. You can hit the blocks and you're basically screwed. And yeah. So yeah, TLDR, you really do need to be careful around here. Fortunately, in this version of the game, if you die on this level, the game's actually kind enough to actually spawn you back in the petticopter. In the original, the game didn't, so you were kind of screwed. And I should say, you could potentially use the cane of flight, but the effects of the cane of flight are temporary and will not wash you the level. I know that for a fact. So yeah, this is one of the few levels which basically hardlocks you if you mess up big time on the original. And well, here's the next one, the Castle Nibbana. This is why you need to grab the letter in Radaxian Castle after save an eagle. because essentially if you don't, you're pretty much screwed out of the rest of the game. I'm not going to show it here, but basically this guy is the king here, and he won't recognize you as Prince Alex if you don't have the letter. And basically he'll just tell you, "Who are you? I don't recognize you. Get lost." And then summons a Reaper to kill you, and that is just repeat ad infinitum until you essentially die or get a game over. Maybe they've fixed this this as a soft lock for this version of the game, especially since you can have infinite lives. But yeah, if you don't have the letter, then yeah, you basically locked out the rest of the game from this point. And yeah, this is pretty much the rest of the level here is basically just telling the rest of the lore as to what Janken's plan is. He's going after the crown of the kingdom, and if he gets it, he'll rule the world and such, and we kind of don't want him to do that since he's an evil person who's been turning people into stone and just being not very nice. We have like one of the stones that you need to get to it, and Janken has the other one, which probably means he's probably going to be coming after us shortly. But anyway, we get this statue, this stone tablet. We need to remember the order of this, and it's I believe it's you have to go right to left. But you can actually access that anytime in the pause menu, so you don't explicitly need to remember it. And I thought this level was one of the ones that ended after you collected something other than a rice ball. And here we are at Nibbana Lowlands, which is pretty much where I'm going to leave you here. In the next episode, I think we're probably going to be due for completing the game, actually, because there's like 3 or 4 levels left. And if we're lucky, I might just even do that in like the 20 minutes I've been allocating myself to doing this this endeavour. So, yep, thank you for listening to me ramble post-commentary for like 20 minutes. And I will see you next time for when I, like I said, I'm probably going to be completing the game. Take care and I'll see you later. Ciao.